guys, it's Fee. I'm here for another random vlog because that's just the kind of mood I'm in these days, I guess. I'm actually going to do another vlog that I've never done before. And I have no idea why I've never done this before. Because my favorite kind of videos to watch on YouTube are people's favorite videos. And I've never done one, so I thought I would do one. I actually was going to do one of these for a full year, like the 2014 favorites of the year. I was going to do that, and then I got sick at the beginning of January, and then when I got better, I had a whole bunch of other vlogs I got involved with doing, and now it's the end of January, and doing a 2014 favorites sounds like it's way past casually late at this point. So I'm just going to nix that, maybe next time, but I'm going to do a January favorites. I've got all this stuff right here, and I've got about somewhere between 10 to 15 items. So I am going to start out with beauty items because that's just what I gravitate towards. First item. This is a Clarisonic Mia 2. I've been using this every day, probably since the middle of December. I'm in love with this thing. Totally in love with this thing. It's a facial brush cleaner, and essentially you turn it on and it spins, and it's better at cleaning your face than using your hands. That's bottom line what it comes down to. And this thing is amazing. I'm totally in love with this because I'm going through an IVF cycle right now, and normally the ups and downs of the hormones would be creating all kinds of face demons right now, and I don't have too many problems. And this is the only thing that I've really changed, so I'm in love with it. Clarisonic Mia 2. Definitely one of my favorite things this month. Next is a mascara. It's a travel size mascara because it's the only one I have. This is Tarte's Tarte Lashes, right? I got this in a set that I bought from Sephora during the Christmas season of a whole bunch of little Sephora deluxe sample sizes of items. And this was in it, and I've used it every single day this month. I am totally in love with this mascara. Tarte Lashes by Tarte. I'm wearing it now. Probably can't tell because I don't have the greatest camera in the world, but take my word for it. I think they look awesome. This has taken over. This has taken over. My favorite mascara prior to this was Too Faced Better Than Sex. I've been using that for I don't know how long, and I haven't touched it all month because of this guy. So I am totally in love with this, and I need to get a full-size one soon because this is running low since I've used it every day. Next thing is a new foundation. I changed my foundation probably about a month ago. And I did it because of something that I saw in a beauty vlogger's favorites video for 2014, actually. And this was in Raw Beauty Christie's 2014 favorites video. This is the Revlon Color Stay Whipped Foundation. I'm in love with this stuff, and I use 250 medium beige. The packaging makes it look bigger than it really is. When you open this up, see, there's all of this extra packaging around here. But I use like 5 or 6 drops of this, and it's absolutely wonderful. I would consider it full coverage, but it doesn't feel cakey. It stays on my face all day long. It doesn't crease. It doesn't rub off onto my big poofy winter jacket because I'm in Chicago and it's freaking freezing right now. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it, and it is, of course, drugstore price. My other foundation is actually by Bare Minerals, the Bare Naked, something like that. It's an awesome foundation. I love it, but it is so much more expensive than this stuff. And I actually think I like this stuff better. Again, it's perfect. I occasionally have streaky issues if I put a primer underneath the one by Bare Minerals, even though I really like that. This one is not streaky at all. It goes on perfect, and it stays there, and it's not expensive, and it doesn't rub off, and it doesn't crease, and it's just awesome. I'm totally in love with this. And again, because of Raw Beauty Christie, that's the reason why I tried this. Like I said, I'm in Chicago. It's cold. When it gets cold, the skin gets kind of in need of intensive care. These are by Soap and Glory, and they're frickin' awesome sauce. All right, this is Hand Food, and this is Heal Genius. Obviously, this one's for your hands, and this one's for your feet, and they're amazing. My husband is even using the Hand Food, and he's got serious cracking issues on his knuckles and his fingers in the winter. This stuff is actually helping with it, and nothing else does. And for me, I just think these are amazing. My feet and my hands are so soft, despite the fact it being the dead of winter right now. So awesome. I got these at Sephora. You can also get them on Amazon, but I believe Sephora is the only store I know of that carries these, and they're by Soap and Glory. And this is a hair item. This is Coconut Curls by OGX. I'm not quite sure how you're supposed to say that. This is a drugstore brand. I got it at my local drugstore. For me, that would be Walgreens. This is the brand that does all of the different shampoos and conditioners for coconut milk and coconut water and argan oil and mineral stuff, and every gimmicky thing you can think of, they make a shampoo and conditioner for. Well, I've tried most of them. They're okay. But then I saw this. This comes in a jar, and it is Quenching Coconut Curls. Well, I've got curls. Not quite as many today because this is what happens when I let it air dry. All the weight just kind of pulls the curls out. This is curling hair butter. Leave in or rinse out. Now, I don't leave it in. I rinse it out. I've been using this a couple times a week in the shower, and I put it on with my regular conditioner, and I just let it sit on my hair as long as I can. I go and take care of everything else I take care of in the shower, and then I rinse it out. And it is so conditioning. The curls just feel bouncier and soft and well conditioned. The comb and the brushes just kind of flow right through the hair. It's amazing. I love it. And it's coconut. Now, I like the smell of coconut. If you don't like the smell of coconut, you're probably not going to like this, because this stuff looks like coconut milk, really. You don't have to worry about it getting, too hard or too moist or too soft or too oily like coconut oil. But that's what this stuff looks like. It looks like coconut oil, and it smells like coconut oil. I could eat this stuff. It smells so good. So when I put it on my hair, the hair smells like it. So that's always a good thing. This was, I want to say it was like $5 or $6. So it's one of the slightly pricier brands that you can find at a drugstore, but I love it. It's awesome. That's all of the beauty stuff. So everything else I have is completely random. So let's go with clothes. You guys saw these if you watched my haul video earlier this week. I am putting in my favorites January because I've been wearing them like crazy, and I know I love them, and me loving them is not going to stop. So instead of waiting to put them in a potential February favorites, I'm just going to show them to you now. I am totally in love with these thumb hole wrist warmers. Totally, totally love them. They are so soft and so comfy, and they look freaking awesome. They're not going to go with what I'm wearing now, but that's okay. We'll do this anyways. They are just so stinking cute. Look at the studs, and of course it's got fee green, and they're nice and warm and comfy, and they feel really well made. They feel like they're going to last a long time. These were a TJ Maxx find, and I paid, I can't remember anymore. You could probably check my haul video from earlier this week to verify this, but I want to say they were $10. And one more clothing item. I put this on Instagram, I think yesterday. I've worn this a few times this month. It is a infinity scarf. I call it Crayola colors. I mean, look at that. And it's got sea green in it. This was a Marshall's find. I paid $12.99 for it, I want to say, somewhere in that ballpark. This is so soft. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. So it's kind of a meshy material. So it's not really there to keep you warm. It's just there to look cool. But I don't really like thick, heavy infinity scarves, because then I'm not going to wear them all day long. They're just going to annoy me and I'm going to end up tearing them off. And in my opinion, that's not the purpose of an infinity scarf. It's supposed to be an accessory that stays on me all day long. So that is my Crayola colored infinity scarf that I've been loving this month. I only had 2. And I do see one other beauty item down here, so I lied. There is one other one. This was also in my haul from earlier this week. But I have used enough of these to know when I have fallen in love with one. And that would be a face mask. I have fallen in love with a face mask. This is a honey face mask. But when I originally bought this, it was in a box of 5, right? And I saw honey face mask and I went, oh, I have to have it because I love anything honey. And if it's beauty related, hey, why not? Bonus there. Well, what I didn't realize is not only is it honey, but it's also aloe vera and argan oil. And whatever company makes this, it's made in New Zealand. I have this affinity for beauty products made elsewhere. I don't know why I do that to myself, because then of course they're hard to find and hard to get a hold of. But for whatever reason, I just think everybody else makes beauty products better than the United States. I don't know why. Like, I love Korean beauty products. There's some stuff you can only get in the UK that I absolutely love. And now I'm going to add this one on, because this one is New Zealand. I found this, again, at a TJ Maxx. There were 2 boxes of it, and I could kick myself for not buying both. I want to say it was $6.99, and they originally marked it as $10-12 original price. I tried to find these on Amazon and they were marked for $21.99 for the same box of 5 masks, and that is insane. No matter how much I love these, I'm not paying $21.99 for 5 of them. So I am totally in love with this face mask. It felt amazing. Amazing. And I left it on my face for half an hour. They said 10 minutes. I left it on my face for half an hour. And then I patted it in and rubbed it in. And then I went to sleep because I did it at night. And oh my God, it was just amazing. Amazing. My skin loved it. My skin felt so soft, so hydrated. My pores looked good. It was awesome. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Next. Fee's been having sleepy issues lately. I can't really explain why. It happens to me every now and then. So I have these sleepy items that have been my favorites this month. I try and not actually take sleeping pills or anything like that. That's just not my thing. Plus, that's not something I want to be doing right now just because of everything else I'm going through and all the other meds I'm taking. So, this Good Night essential oil from Eden's Garden has been my best friend. I kind of dab this under my nose and behind my ears and on my feet. I'm going to rub it into my feet. And it smells amazing. It smells like chamomile to me. I'm sure there's other things in there, but what I smell is chamomile. I got this off of Amazon, so I use this, and I use it in conjunction with this. This is from Bath & Body Works. It is a lavender chamomile sleep spray. I spray my pillow down with this. So between this and this, it's been helping me sleep. And I found myself using this a lot this month for whatever reason, so it's in my favorites. Next, completely random items. Food. Can't have a favorites video without a food item, right? Well, luckily this is a good for you food item. It is baked dried apricot chunks, and I also have had these in mango chunks. I think I found these at a local grocery store. I got like 3 or 4 bags of each, like 3 or 4 of the apricot ones and 3 or 4 of the mango ones. They were amazing. They are by this Bear Fruit brand, which, if you recall, in my haul video from last week, I found some apple chips by this same brand. The apple chips have not been consumed yet, so I can't tell you if I like those or not. But these I've had, and both the apricot ones and the mango ones are amazing, and they're 100% organic, and they are just so, so, so good. All right, we'll stay on the food train. Some of you know I like my tea. I like my tea. I don't think I like my tea as much as Chelsea. Those of you who knows Chelsea is like the tea queen. But I'll go for tea princess. That's like one level underneath Chelsea. But I like my tea, and I tend to get in tea funks. Like, I keep grabbing the same tea over and over and over again for like a couple of weeks before I move on to another one. That happened this week and last week, and my favorite tea of January, apparently, is Tazo Joy. Now, this particular version of Tazo you can only get around Christmas time, and I go and buy a couple cans every year. I don't know why they only make Joy tea around Christmas. It's not like they can't just use a different name and market it as something else during the year, but they don't. Joy tea is a blend of black, green, and oolong teas, and it tastes amazing, and it's a favorite. It is definitely a favorite. Speaking of tea, you guys have seen this appear in a couple of videos. I think it appeared on Instagram. I think I might have even put it on Facebook somewhere. I have a favorite mug. I've been using this mug all month. Veronica gave me this mug. I'll link Veronica below if you don't know who she is. I call it a fee mug. Now, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to just be an F, but it doesn't it look like it says fee? Like, the other side is a lowercase f. It's obviously an F, all right? But this looks like it says fee to me. Either that or I'm just seeing things, or I want it to say fee. I mean, it's pretty close. I've been using this mug just about every night for my nighttime tea. And the other thing I've been using with it is the other item that she gave me. She gave me these things for Christmas. Tea man. You put tea in his pants, and then he hangs on your mug, and he steeps your tea. So yes, I've been using these all month long, so these are definitely a favorite. Fee! It says fee! Alright, we're getting to the end. We are getting to the end. Late last month and this month, I have been using this item. This particular item I'm about to show you, I did get earlier this week, but that's because I ran out of the jar of it that I already had, and that is Agave Nectar. I've been into Agave Nectar all this month. Lately, I've been putting it in my tea a lot, but I've been using Agave Nectar to sweeten everything this month. And even though I just got this last week, you can see how much I've used already. The jar I had previous to this was a little bit bigger than this, and that jar is obviously gone. So Agave Nectar has definitely been a favorite. It's just, I don't know, it's a more natural way to sweeten things, in my opinion, and you don't have to worry about what's in it. So that's always a good thing. All right, coming down to the end. All right, on the other end of that spectrum, a less healthy thing, food-wise, is this goofy container. My husband and I have this problem. We can't give up mac and cheese. We're mac and cheese addicts. I try and be really good and not have it very often, but then every now and then it's like, let's have mac and cheese. Let's have mac and cheese again. And the next week, I want mac and cheese again. Oh, yeah, it's bad. So, yeah, I would say that's my husband and I have a mac and cheese vice. We really need to stop. But we saw this at our local grocery store. It was just hanging on one of those little random racks that they put in the aisles just randomly all over the store. It is called a Rapid Mac cooker. You guys probably can't see that, but it's printed on the bottom. It says Rapid Mac Cooker. And this just had like a cardboard wrapping around it, and it was hanging on one of those rack jobbers, right? So the concept is there's a fill line in here. You put the whole box of mac and cheese in here. You fill this up to the water line on the inside. You stick it in the microwave for 2.5 minutes. Take it out, stir it up, put it back in the microwave for 2 more minutes. Put in your milk, your butter, and your cheese packet. Mix it up, and it's just as good as doing it on the stove. It's supposed to be faster, easier, that kind of thing. It actually works. It actually works. My husband wanted this. He really wanted to try it. And of course, in the back of my mind, I'm going, oh my God, an easier way to make mac and cheese. Just what the waistline needs. It works, and we've used it numerous times this month. I admit it. I have had mac and cheese numerous times this month, and it's because of this goofy little thing. So here it is in a favorites video. Last item, and this is a completely random item. This is another home goods find, actually. You know what? I don't know what it was this month, but I found myself just going into those stores and perusing. It's not something I always do, but for whatever reason, it just was a thing in January. And I found this awesome little jar. It's just a random green mason jar looking thing. It has cute little feet. It has an awesome little lid. And it's a cute shape, right? And I don't know if you can tell what's in that, but it's sinus rinse powder packets. You guys know I've got like the sinuses from hell. They're not normal, right? So I have to use that like neti pot sinus rinse kind of thing. And I wanted something to put all these little packets in so that I can keep it on my bathroom counter without them getting everywhere, because if I don't keep them out, I forget to do it. So I found this cute little container, and I put them all in there, and I just think it's adorable. I think it's an adorable little container, and it's one of my favorites. So that's it. That's it. This is my first favorites video ever. I hope you enjoyed it. Obviously, I had completely random items to show you, and I will maybe see you February for a February favorites. We'll see what ends up in the life during the month of February if I can do another one of these. But it was fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you do a January favorites, please let me know, or link it below, or do something, because I would love to watch yours. Talk to you guys later. Bye.